We have a special guest today on the Inside Scoop. We have Ryan Montgomery, 4-star 2025 QB out of Findlay, Ohio. He goes 6'4", 210 pounds. He's the number 17 ranked QB in the class. And here are his social handles. You guys follow him on Instagram and Twitter because his career is just about to get started. All right, let's bring in Ryan Montgomery. Ryan, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Mr. Newberg. How are you?
I'm good, man. Glad to have you on here. Now, let's get right to it. South Carolina visit over the weekend. You got to see a great game between two teams that you're highly interested in. What were you paying attention to during that South Carolina-Florida thriller?
Yeah, for sure. First and foremost, it was just great to get back down to South Carolina. It's actually my first game visit, and it was as advertised, the atmosphere and everything. So I really enjoyed my time there. But I was really focused on, obviously, the offense, Coach Logan's play calling, Spencer and his playmaking ability, and just what situations Coach Loggins was putting him in. And, I was very impressed with how Spencer played, how he controlled the game. And like I said, it was just a fun game to go to.
All right, so I know South Carolina and Florida are heavily involved in your recruitment, but who else are you considering right now?
Yeah, so Auburn has come on pretty hard on me now. I'm planning on going to visit them next weekend, the 28th. So that's what we're planning on. Also, Penn State as well, looking at a possible game visit in November there. And, Georgia's still recruiting me pretty hard, and Michigan as well.
All right. Now, you said you want to get back to Auburn, or you said you are going to get back to Auburn here soon. What other programs do you want to make it to their campus this fall for a game?
Yeah, so like I said, Penn State, I want to get to a game in November there. We're looking at the Michigan game there, possibly a Michigan game. And, we might get back down to Florida or South Carolina, just depending on my schedule and the situation and stuff like that.
Right. Now, I know the Gators are heavily involved with you as well. What do you like about Florida, and who do you talk to the most over there?
Yeah, so I'm in contact the most with Coach O'Hara, who's pretty much the quarterback coach / quarterback analyst. I'm on the phone with Coach Nape all the time. It's just I just have a really good feel about them. It's definitely huge, getting a lot of family vibes there, and I just love what they're doing with Graham Mertz right now.
Yeah, very impressive game.
Yep.
What about South Carolina? You were there visiting them. You were on their sidelines for that game. Where do the Gamecocks stand in your recruitment?
Yeah, they're definitely up there on my list. They're a school that is going to be in it till the end for me.
All right. Now, when is the end? Because I've been talking to 2025 quarterbacks. Talked with Antoine Hill earlier this week. He's going to decide in December, January. Bryce Underwood has said January. George McIntyre has alluded to maybe a spring decision. So what does your timeline look like?
Yeah, so I'm hoping to have this all wrapped up sometime in the winter. I'm looking at either January or February.
Okay, so maybe 3 or 4 months for you. What are you looking for in a program? Because you're making all these visits. So when you're on campuses, what are you looking for?
Yeah, definitely the relationships. As a quarterback, you got to have relationships with not just your position coach, but everybody on the staff. Academics is big for me and my family. Just how the team's doing and the plan they have for me.
All right, good. So were you a fan of anybody growing up, as a kid? Who did you root for in college football?
Yeah, so growing up, I was a big Ohio State fan, big Buckeye fan growing up.
Yeah, and now the Buckeyes aren't really in your recruitment now?
No, not anymore, no.
All right. Ryan, we'll wrap it up with this. As a quarterback, what do you think the strength of your game is?
Yeah, I think I have a lot of physical attributes, but I think my biggest strength is the mental aspect of the game for me. I think I can process very quickly and easily, make very decisive and quick decisions. And, I have a pretty good understanding of coverages and what the defense is doing.
All right. Well, Ryan Montgomery, thank you for joining the Inside Scoop. You're going to Auburn next, and then Penn State, Michigan. We'll be following all these visits and your recruitment. Thank you for dropping by the Inside Scoop today.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that content, be sure to subscribe to the On3 Recruits channel. We have a new page dedicated only to recruiting. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now.